I'm excited today because I actually get to share an actual shoot with you in the field. And I'll show you the gear that I'm using at the end of the video, but I want to get right into the video. It should be a fun one. It's a quick one. It's just a graduation, probably cap and gown kind of thing, I think. But I don't know until she actually gets here. But anyway, we're shooting at a park. I'll be shooting on the Sony A7R5 with the Viltrox 85 1.4 again. But there's another piece of gear that's really not so exciting to most people until they use it. Then it becomes really exciting for them, and it just came out, so I'm really excited to share that with you as well. So anyway, let's get into the shoot, and then at the end, I'll show you what I'm using, my setup, and why I use it. What was so exciting to me for this new release. Thanks for watching as always. So this is a typical bread and butter shoot. You know, it's a graduation photo, cap and gown kind of thing. And I'll take every one of these every single day of the week. I know a lot of photographers are like, oh, I don't want to do that little stuff. Well, you know, this stuff pays the bills. Zoe, I've been shooting her for 5 years because I do this kind of stuff. Now, she is a specific client that wants specific photos her way, and I have no issue with that. She likes an oversaturated, contrasty, flash kind of look to her photos. That's not me. If you watch this channel at all, you'll know that is definitely not the way I like to shoot. But she's the client and she's the one paying the bills. So I'm going to give her exactly what she wants. She likes this look. I'm going to give it to her because I want her coming back to me. I want her kids coming back to me. You have to remember this, each one of these shoots are not a short-term thing. You have to think of these as long-term and a continuing client. So, you know, I know, some of you will say, I have my artistic vision and this is the way I like to shoot and I'm not changing it for anybody. Well, you're not going to have clients. It's that simple. You want these repeat clients and you just want to serve the public the way they want to be served so you can get paid. It's simple as that. I'm just going to leave that there. Take it as you will. But, I am going to give the client what they need and what they want every time. Now, this setup this is one of my go-to setups. I love it. It always worked for me. It's worked for me for years. But this Godox softbox I absolutely love because it clips right into the bare bulb head of the Godox 8200. Now I'm using the Godox 8200 Pro. I have the extension head on it, which, at the end, I'll tell you about that. I'm really excited about that. And this softbox, it's the Godox AD-S7. I'll leave all of this stuff in the description below because I do love this setup. And I think if you try it, you're going to like it as well. The nice part about this softbox, it comes with the grid. I believe some of them even come with the reflector plates. It's like a beauty dish type reflector plate. I've never used it. I think I used it one time. I just don't like it. I like the bare bulb in the softbox as is. It works fine for me. I don't ever get any hot spots. And, I like the look of it, so I'm happy with it. So that is one thing. The other thing is it is windy, very windy out. The 8200 Pro is down below, lower on the light stand, so that's weight for the light stand. Plus, I have my bag hanging off there. I'm using my stand loops, which I'll show you later as well, to hang everything because they're really lightweight and material. They're just perfect for hanging stuff off your light stand like this. And I'm keeping my bag off the ground and using it as another sandbag feature on the light stand. But this setup is quick and easy. It's small and lightweight. Now the stand, the Padat stand, these are they're by Phottix, and it's the Phottix Padat CF light stand. It's carbon fiber. They're hard to find. I'm going to leave the link. They're currently unavailable, but they may be by the time this goes up. You just have to keep your eye out for these on Amazon. They do pop up here and there, and they're wonderful stands. They're not lightweight, but they are a travel stand. And they have that third leg that moves independently. So if you're on uneven ground, you can move the one leg to, even out the one uneven ground. I love that about these stands. The carbon fiber is not cheap. It's a heavy-duty carbon fiber. The legs are steel. And, it's just a great stand. There's no plastic on here other than the little rubber things that go around for the tightening. And they do loosen up. You may have to super glue those every once in a while, but the rest of the stand's perfect. It also, you can actually take the legs off and use it as a boom arm, which I know a lot of people love as well. But I think this is at 7 foot. It's just, it's a great stand if you can find them. They are a little pricey, but for me, they're worth it. I bought 3 of them years and years ago, and have been when I'm on location, this is my go-to. The other thing that I'm using is that Magmod Mag Shoe, and that's actually holding the extension head for the 8200. I love that thing. I use it for my speed lights. I use it for this. It those get more use than anything with me, especially if you're using speed lights. They just work fantastic. Anyway, the shoot. I'm just doing straight photos, exactly what she wants. This is what she needs for her social media, and she'll make cards and send them out as graduation announcements. It's a simple, straightforward shoot, and I'm giving her in the style that she likes. There's nothing more I can say about the shoot. I'm using that Viltrox 85 1.4 lens. I'm shooting it wide open at 1.4. I'm loving the lens. Some people said it was soft or something. I don't have any issue with it whatsoever. So this is that the softbox, the Godox softbox, and there it is, the EC200 version 2. I've been waiting for this for so long, so I can use this. Use the extension head with the heads that come with the 8200, and they took a little bit to put this out, but it's finally out. Buy one of these if you shoot outdoors on location. It is so nice to have your 8200 low in the stand. It doesn't matter if it flies. It doesn't matter what size softbox you're using. If it falls over, the only thing that's going to get damaged is your softbox, and the head may get a little scuff on it, but nothing's going to break. The 8200 is, it's safe down below here. Now, this young woman just approached me and said, "Listen, I need you for a wedding. Can I get your information?" I'm like, "Yes." And I said, "Call, we'll discuss it." Within an hour after leaving, she called me, and it's booked already. And this happens, oddly enough, quite a bit to me. So I'm happy about that. It's another job just by being out in the great outdoors. It's no advertising dollars needed. But yeah, I just gave her a brief overview of what I do, how I do it, and she's good. And we're set up for a job. So it's fantastic. It's going to be a fun wedding, it seems. Now, the other thing is, this is the Craft bag. You can see this softbox just slips right in the front pouch of that bag, and I love it. There's that open flow-through pouch on the Craft bags, and just to throw this in there like this, it's fantastic. Not only that, it's like I throw the lighting gear and everything in here. I'm not carrying the camera in the bag. I'm just throwing the lighting gear in here. The 8200 with the extension head. It's just such a nice setup, and it's quick, easy setup. And as you can see, that stand, it's made so well. It's not like the cheap, flimsy legs or anything like that. It's just a solid stand. So I do love that. Now, and the other thing I always notice people doing is, they'll not touch the flash tube on the 8200, the bare bulb. That's a piece of glass over it. The tube itself is what you can't touch. It's the oil from your skin gets on the tube, and it'll heat up because of the flash, and it'll burn up the tube. That glass part over the tube is a protective piece of glass. It's not the tube itself. They're the light stand loops. I use those for everything. I designed those years and years ago. I do have some left. They're on my website. I will leave the link in the description. I hang everything off of those. The bag, the 8200. They're on my light stands all the time. And when I go out, I have 2 on the stand because I hang the bag and the 8200 itself off of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the shoot. If you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks for watching as always.